I'm not gonna lie to you. I have filmed this video before. It's not even a hard video to film, but I filmed a 16-minute video and I only shaved half my face. And I didn't know until after. COVID has been a whole different type of tough. I didn't have to look presentable for the first half of it, and then I randomly was like, oh yeah, let's look like an approachable human being. And this is what I get. So, welcome back. Hi, my name is Joey Kidney, and a while back, I think 3 weeks ago, I posted on my channel about a little poem challenge that I wanted you guys to submit to. And at first I was like, oh. But then I was like, whoa. Listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. I had the lowest expectations of the low. I really thought only 5 people were gonna submit to this and it would be really bad, like Snapchat filter videos. But I was very wrong. We had exactly 287 submissions and I watched each and every single one of them. Some made me laugh, some made me wonder, some made me almost cry. Honestly, I'm just blown away. So there were only a few rules. Rule number 1, keep it under 2 minutes. 2 minutes is the maximum. Number 2, it has to stick with the theme. Rule number 3, it has to be yours. And the last rule is submit it by the deadline. It's all just for fun, but the winner is gonna get a signed and dedicated book. Some people went over 2 minutes, some people didn't talk about love at all, and some people did not submit by the due date. But for those who did, you killed it. So I made a list of all the ones that I like. Since I already filmed myself watching your submissions for the first time, I want you guys to get that general reaction. So ignore my half-shaven face, but here's that. The first one is called Sorry I Didn't Hug You Back.
Only tentatively do I write your name down on paper, for then the ink in my pen portrays you as something more than the scattered memories I piece together. A year passes, turns to 5, time moves forward, memories locked with age. You'll always be there, I promise not forgotten, but your voice fades, the way you walk, the way you talk. Distant memories nearly lessen in the consequence of time. I'm sorry I didn't hug you back that day. A missed opportunity, a chance I didn't take to smile. A beating heart, racing pulse, anxious only with appreciation. In my recollection reimagined, we just stand there forever. Because as long as that moment is frozen in time, no movement can follow. Everything has to be okay. I'm sorry I didn't hug you back that day. Mind racing, distracted with the absence of time, the pressure of your presence surrounding my being, hand on my back, my heart on your mind. I thank you. Sorry I didn't hug you back that day.
I love the whole idea of it. Like something so simple as not giving somebody a hug back can go a long way. And her reasoning behind everything was, it was so good. The only thing that distracted me from her poem was the music. She had a very soft voice and it was gorgeous. It was perfect, but maybe like some subtle piano behind her voice would really like let those words sink in because they were so powerful. So that was the only thing. Next up was a poem called Schoolgirl Crush, which it's cool. Let's listen to it. Or let's watch it.
To the boy I fell in love with in period 4 Spanish. You became an illusion, a mere figment of my imagination. I covered your flaws with whiteout and highlighted all your successes. You became cartoonish, every gesture over-dramatized, every fact I knew cast aside. You were a schoolgirl crush on steroids, an unfortunate byproduct of inexperience and desperation. But, to the boy I fell in love with in period 4 Spanish, you were the first boy to ever give a shit about me, the first to make me feel beautiful when my face was as bare as a sheet of notebook paper. You were the first boy to make me feel wanted, and the first that didn't reside in my daydreams because you were actually there. You were the first boy I opened up to, and the first to be vulnerable with me. So to the boy I fell in love with in period 4 Spanish, I hope one day we'll meet again, perhaps on a big kid playground this time, and maybe you'll let me fall in love with the unedited version of you.
That's so good. That is so good. Oh, wow. So that's 6th place. And that poem I'm not in high school, but I found it really relatable. I felt like I knew exactly what she was talking about. And I think that's really, really powerful. And the ending, maybe someday we'll meet on a big kid playground. That's literally amazing job. Amazing. 5th place, it's a video they called it just video 17. So let's give it a play.
I'm hanging over a cliff, and the only things keeping me from falling are the heartstrings that he keeps tugging on. His warmth seems to flow over the edge, settling into my heart. And suddenly, I'm back on solid ground. We sit in a park singing that stupid rhyme. Roses are red, violets are blue. I love you and you love me too. And like a tidal wave, it hit me. Love. The shortest word that carries the most implications. An emotion that seems so hard to feel, yet somehow so easy to fake. It's an emotion I had never felt before he showed up. It's crazy though, how one person can make you feel so much while they feel so little.
Oh my goodness. Literally, that's number 5. And I know you're thinking when that started too, I was like, this isn't gonna be very good. Like the mic is a little good, she's a little too close to her mic. And then I started listening to what she was saying and she got into it and I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. She's using like the perfect timing. It's short and sweet, it's perfect, and she brings you to the point where you know they're gonna fall in love. It's literally a freaking rom-com in a minute. Then the ending. Oh my goodness. That's like a whole... you need a warning before this. Warning. You might create slippery when wet sign under your freaking eyeballs. That's not even fair. I'm saying this because it was amazing. And that's the reason why it's on this list. Keep writing. Keep writing. Wow. The music... my goodness. It's so good. Okay. Next up is... they called it Medium. And I'm laughing because I don't think this is their actual names of their poems. It's just whatever the computer or whatever they use named it.
You hear people say, love is patient, love is kind. To me, love is undefined. The dictionary says love, an intense feeling of deep affection, but they don't have it right. Love is way more than a feeling. It goes deeper than just an emotion. It takes control of you. It affects the way you think, the way you feel, what you do, everything. It's too beautiful to describe. But sometimes love can be hard to find. People go years without it, it tears them apart, and they lose hope. But you just have to trust that it will find you. Love will find you.
Right for me, honestly. Now that was just like a sitting down video poem, but if you were actually listening to the words that she was saying, it was very, very important. She did an amazing job. I don't even know how to explain it. I just found that so good. Watching her fidget and be anxious in the moments she was anxious in her poem, and her words were following her actions. You could see that she truly meant it, and I think that's the biggest thing about any type of poetry, is that it's got to come from here and not just from here. It doesn't just have to rhyme or sound good. It's got to feel good. And that's why I chose that one. We're going into our top 3. Here we go. Maybe I'll let you guys decide. Anyways, okay, number 3. It's called Love Poem.
Love.
That's my font.
I never really knew what that stood for the longest time, because I've never been in love. But I have experienced love. Because loving someone and being in love are 2 completely different things. To love someone, you let them into your world, and you open your heart. you may be vulnerable with them, and it may eventually evolve into a bigger and deeper type of love. But when you love someone, you're constantly asking yourself, will they be right for me? Or are they someone that will make me happy? Even if it's just platonic. But being in love means going beyond those thoughts and asking the questions, am I right for this person? How will I make them happy? Because being in love means realizing that you're putting someone else's needs before your own. And that's not a bad thing, because you are in love. There are so many different types of love that are equally adored and admired, but what matters the most is what type of love do you wish from others? And even if you don't receive it, can you give that same type of love to somebody else? Think about it.
That's not fair. That's not fair. Oh my god, that was so good. You told the perfect story. Oh, now I'm re-guessing my list. Okay, let's watch number 2. Just know, Emma, that was fucking wild. That was so good. We might need to do some stuff. Number 2 spot is called video output.
What is love? Love is hard. It's being there for someone when they've done you wrong. It's choosing others over yourself. It's being there for yourself when it gets hard and you're all alone. But love is more than just sad nights because of a breakup or crying because a friend stabbed you in the back. Love is freeing. It's closing your eyes and screaming your favorite song. It's taking time to improve your mental health. It's laughing so hard you can't breathe with your friends over the phone. Love is something we all have in common. It's something we want. We want to enjoy it and cherish it and show it to everyone we meet. So go do something that you love. Because life is too short not to.
Oh, that's the one that like got me so teary-eyed. Like that first clip, and I know this is just filmed in like Snapchat or whatever, or TikTok. Your voice had the right rasp. Oh my god, it was so good. It was okay. Let's go to number 1. Now, 1, 2, and 3, I don't have yet. They're just on the list. I don't know which one comes first and which one comes second, which one comes third. Hold on, just give me a second. Okay, this last one is called Mine. And they played the cards right because they edited it like how I edit mine. Mine.
Do you think it's easy for me to see you with somebody else?
You know what? Hey, you're the one who ended it, remember?
Yeah, because I was mad at you, not because I stopped loving you.
You still love me?
Beds never slept in. Laughter that goes on until fall swallows summer whole. Passion like an eternal flame. I miss the coffee sips in the mornings. I don't know a greater love than this. I have fallen foolishly in love with you. I see us when we turn gray, listening to the sound of our grandchildren. I pray that you are that guy who will be my last first kiss, my last goodnight wish, my last dance, my last shiny glimmer as I sleep before I slumber deep. Because you are the stars to my consolation and the sugar in my coffee that makes everything so sweet. You are mine.
I just love the aspects of that video. It told a story, and it had friends in it, and it was, I edit the way I do because it hits home with me, so obviously that would hit home with me. So now we're back, and we still have the list, and we're down to our top 3. Now, all these videos hit differently for me in a different way, in a different aspect. And I think I almost think it's unfair that I'm the only decision maker here when we have a whole channel of people who are watching. So, viewers, it's now your time. In the comment section down below, there's gonna be 3 comments. 1, mine, 2, video output, and 3, love poem. What those are the names that I have saved on my computer. So that's what we're calling them. All you have to do is like the comment of the video that you felt hit home the most for you, the one that you connected with, the one that made you tear up, the one that made you smile, the one that made you feel something. Give that video a like, and then I'll announce who won on the next 3 Minute Thursday. But from the bottom of my heart, whether you're in the top 7, the top 3, your videos were amazing. And even if you're in the top 287, just thank you so much for submitting. Thank you for accepting a challenge and going out of your way, out of your comfort zone. I know I was asking you guys who are not video editors to then edit a video and create a poem. I know I asked a lot, and honestly, if I was a teacher, which a lot of you guys said this reminded me of you of homework, I would just want to say that you did a fucking amazing job, and I'm super proud of you. So if you haven't heard that in a while, please know it. And stay you, stay beautiful. Follow me on Instagram, subscribe down below, or hit the bell notification, and I'll see you guys for the next video. Okay. I like your comments. Bye.